Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, there's nothing really visible on the 8 hour. We've still got this bit of structure in play at 103, 106. We haven't hit it yet. Oscillators have eased off, are pointing down, but you can see we have an inside bar and another inside bar forming. So could be a situation of bottom of range ready to bounce to the upside again. And if we look at this on the 1 hour, not really the same picture that is brewing. So yesterday it didn't quite. We can argue. We can argue for that area there as being the level that we should have been watching. But look, we didn't even get there properly. So I'll leave it in. It is a bit of significance. But look at the crossover of the moving averages. So when you see that happening and you're sort of in between the moving averages, sort of the 155 and the faster moving averages here, that's typically a range. So that's exactly what happened. We've broken that range to the downside. We've come back and we've tested the 155. So the structure that we see here is looking at a continuation to the downside. But when you look at this on the 8 hour, it's looking bullish. So we're in an upward trend. This is a nice strong move up, bit of consolidation, waiting for a break higher. So I'm a little bit reluctant to jump in on this. I'd want to see structure above 103.952 before I start looking for longs, targeting 105.215. And to be honest, I think I'd rather want to see a bounce off here as well would get me looking for opportunities. But the way the 1 hour is looking right now, this is looking like a secondary or a rejection of the 155, and there is a little bit of structure in here right there. Not there, right there. So where we are at the moment, so we start getting a rejection of 103.523. I'd expect us to move to this area. Anyway, we've got lots of data coming out, so I think I'm sitting on my hands in pockets on that one. US dollar, Japanese yen, I can tell you now, I'll be sitting on my hands here as well. We are still ranging. There is nothing on offer here. When we range like this, I have no interest in getting into this. We are on a downward trend, but I'm going to want to see us start dropping below structure before even worrying about it. And there is a fairly decent bit here. So that would be 138.432 for a continuation to downside. If we start getting up above 139, 130 and build a base there, we should get across over the moving averages. Then I would expect us to start moving back up. And we have quite a bit of structure that we would bounce off this area first. Let's put that in. So that area first, which is 139.662, and then getting through that, you're probably going to find something up in this area of 147.42. But this is also sit on hands. British pound, Japanese yen didn't quite do anything that we were expecting yesterday. It does look like we are trying to build a base. I just want to get a level in here is of importance. You can see there it is there. That's still a downside target for me, but I don't know whether we're going to get it at the moment. If you look at the hour, the trend is down. There's no debate about that. So the only thing that's going to start getting us long is a break above 166.600. So we could get a rejection here. There's a tail that we did reject it yesterday. So I'd be reluctant to look at that. It's also the trend line. So possibility here, but I'm going to want to see some decent price action. So wait for the European Open, see if you get a 15-minute rejection here. Then I would take it on the 15-minute rejection. So entry just below there, stop just above it, and then I'll be looking to target this 165.116 area, which is a good 3-to-1 trade. So that's kind of the only thing that I'd see. If we get above this area of 166.287, then all bets are off. Then I'm going to anticipate a break of a trend line. Then I'm going to wait for a break higher and a pullback onto structure for me to take that trade. So as I say, 15 minutes is probably the way to go. And you can see how we are flirting with 155 here on the 15 minutes. So it's poised. It's really poised. Market open, if we're still hovering around here, there's a good opportunity to look for it. If we're above here at market open, I'd be reluctant. I'd be wait for a structure and see if we can find support for a move to the upside. Lastly, Euro British Pound. We tried to get a rejection. It didn't really work. We are also sideways at the moment. Nothing really. I mean, you can't trade that kind of stuff. So whenever you are in amongst moving averages like this, it just doesn't work. We did have a triangle here. We got a break of the triangle to the downside, came back to test the apex of the triangle, and then we just gone sideways since then. So I was anticipating a break to the upside yesterday. That didn't materialize, so money was safe. But for today, we're in amongst moving averages, pretty much the same as all the rest of Forex. We are waiting for a catalyst. If we start breaking above, or not breaking, but I want to see supports on the highs of yesterday. So if we can get supports at 0.86509, in other words, break, come back and test it, that would be an opportunity for a long, and you're looking for this 0.86957 area. If we start dropping below 0.86335, I'd be reluctant to take the short because moving averages have crossed over. It's still in a bullish pattern, even though we have been sort of in a chaos pattern yesterday. Basically what's happened is we've just formed a bigger triangle, to be honest. So get this other trend in. So that's basically all that's happened. So we did have a small triangle here, big move up, small triangle. That is null and void. It just formed a bigger triangle. So still a similar situation. This is my pivot point, to be honest, 186335. Drop below that, retest that. That should validate some shorts, and then climb above 0.86500 and come back and test it. That should bring us some longs. Anyway, that's kind of my view for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.